What's happened in Sudan and what's been happening in Sudan is a violation of human rights. It's a violation of the constitution. Now, whether you're Sudanese or not, these are values which many people will hold dearly to their hearts. First of all, let's talk about August 17, 2019. This is when the constitutional charter for the transitionary period was signed in Sudan. And this charter is very important because obviously it's the law, it's what was guiding everything that was taking place. When Burhan decided to orchestrate this coup, he violated many parts of that constitution. It was unconstitutional. It was a classic coup. He claimed he was doing it for the revolution. He claims he was trying to solve or trying to recourse everything. However, he didn't have the right to declare a national state of emergency. He didn't have the right to dissolve the cabinet or the sovereign council. He didn't have the right to take out parts of the constitution. One of the impacts of this coup is there's been an internet and communications blackout. The last time this happened was on the 3rd of June massacre. And this internet and communications blackout that's taking place currently has been going on for 10 days. And that's meant that I've had very limited communication with friends and family back home. But what I have been hearing is that, first of all, people are not willing to accept a military dictatorship. You know, there's this phrase going around, الرد مستحيلة. So it's impossible to go back. We're not going back. Second of all, people are, engaging in civil disobedience consistently. People are taking part in protests consistently. This is all saying, and it's giving a very clear message. Burhan claims that he is taking reign of the revolution to bring it back to its original aims, but someone who's fighting for the people's rights wouldn't want to silence them. What's happened in Sudan and what's been happening in Sudan is a violation of human rights. It's a violation of the constitution. Now, whether you're Sudanese or not, these are values which many people will hold dearly to their hearts. The respect for human life, the respect for the rule of law. These are important things in many different countries. And so the second they were violated in Sudan, that should at least bring up some sort of emotion or some sort of disagreement with the actions of Burhan. So a big part of my content is talking about not only the Sudanese revolution. I mean, my content journey did start with the revolution in 2018, but actually I've been talking about a lot of things within Sudan. So our culture, connecting many people from the diaspora to things back home that would have been culturally significant, history and all these kind of things. So a lot of my fan base is Sudanese, but what I really do appreciate is that actually a lot of them aren't as well. And so when I do talk about things like al-mataris or the blockades that we've been doing in the street by laying bricks and burning tires, these are things which spark a lot of people's interest. One of the videos I did, I remember people asking, what does kandaka mean? Because this is a word that's been circulating a lot because of the revolution. And it's a term of empowerment, the original Nubian queens and how they were powerful and determined and committed. This term that's been circulating now because of the revolution, and a lot of people have picked up on it. It's just so inspiring to see, people from all different tribes, all different classes, all different skin tones, heritages, economic backgrounds, education levels, coming together to fight for this one common goal is what has got us to where we are now. And the same applies to anyone, Sudanese or not, who wants to support. If you think what's happening in Sudan is wrong, say it. Because we've been saying it, and the more of us that say it together, the more likely we are to make a roar, to make change and be loud about it. And I think that's really important.